Over the last 18 to 24 months, there's been some significant data breaches of note, and they've been very public in the public eye, where there's been a lot of public outcry about perceived mishandling of those data breaches and likewise some government involvement as well. Top three, if I had to choose, would be best practices around data governance. That is mapping your organisation's data, knowing where it is, the level of criticality of that data and the sensitivity of that data, and where the customers and clients' PII is located. That is their personal information, particularly identifying information and health-related information is particularly sensitive. So understanding where that is, who has access to it, and how long you should be storing it from a legal and a ethical perspective is hugely important. Another best practice is around supply chain risk, third and even fourth party risk management. Again, like what we've done with our data, we've mapped it according to its criticality to the organisation. For those critical vendors, we have to apply an even keener eye and analysis on their level of cybersecurity maturity, particularly if they have access to our critical systems and our critical data. We have to have a stronger analysis and a stronger set of standards that we're going to hold them to. And a lot of occasions, if it's a smaller vendor, we might have to help them uplift to get to that. And probably thirdly, I would say incident response best practice would be the next I'd address, because if something does go wrong, and invariably it will, despite your best efforts, is having a rehearsed incident response plan, but also incident-specific playbooks that you can go to in the event of a ransomware attack or a DDoS attack or a business email compromise, and you know what to do in each of those specific scenarios and people's roles and responsibilities. A lot of organisations think that having a high-level incident response plan is a cure-all for all of their cybersecurity incident response ills. What they don't have is playbooks, incident-specific playbooks, because how you respond to a ransomware incident is materially different to how you'd respond to a business email compromise. Likewise, having part of those playbooks of pre-prepared comms for customers, for the market if you're a publicly listed company, and also for regulators, and ensuring that they all match what you need. That way there's only a little bit of tweaking you need to do when you need to disclose what has happened to the market or to the regulators. Likewise, having detailed playbooks, but they need to be rehearsed to ensure that they work for your environment. They have to be organisation specific. Or they've rehearsed at an IT team and cyber team level and the board hasn't been involved, or internal and external counsel hasn't been involved, or they haven't liaised with their insurer to understand what their insurance coverage is in the event of a breach. What boards do, and they have a tendency to do, is to go looking for information. And they ask for hourly updates from the highly stressed and overworked IT and cyber team, both internal and external vendors like us that come in for incident response. And they slow down the investigation, because investigations you have no level of assurance of what's been accessed, how the threat actor got in, or the severity of the breach for weeks. That's how long investigations take. And being able to find a balance between disclosing too early or disclosing too late, and understanding what's happening and giving assurance to the audience, the interested audience, so to speak, is a very difficult thing to do. But the only way you can get better at that is through rehearsals. So you understand the operational realities of incident response at a board level all the way down through to a tactical level. Mental health issues in the security industry is a significant issue for us. There's burnout, there's a lack of resources to meet the growing demand of cybersecurity, and it is a stressful job, particularly at a leadership level in cybersecurity, because if something goes wrong, who are they going to pin the blame on typically? It'll be you as the long-suffering Chief Information Security Officer, and that is a stressful position to be in on a BAU basis, let alone when an incident happens where, who are they going to look to blame for those failures? They have to do the best they can with what they've been given, but during an incident, what a lot of boards and executives don't consider is the on-the-ground response and what's required. Because it goes for weeks, and months even, these investigations. Simple questions that boards typically wouldn't ask, but they should be asking to show that they care and to offer support and to generate that type of resources that they need in the event of an incident is, are they going to work in shifts? Where are they going to sleep? When are they going to see their family? What are they eating? Are they eating healthily? Because if your team's suffering burnout and they're already stressed in BAU, right? During an incident, they're very stressed, trying to do their best to recover and remediate and get the business back to BAU and, get rid of the threat actor out of their systems if that's what's happened. They need to have a plan for working in shifts, bring in external vendors such as us to help and alleviate some of that pressure. And they need to know that the leadership has their back and that they've got all the support that they need to do a good job.